my buddy Keith today. We're gonna make a peppermill.
Peppermill.
Peppermill. So we're prepping for a demo that we're gonna do on Monday night.
We're showing the picture?
Yeah.
What it's supposed to look like? There you are.
We're gonna do something like that.
Something like that.
Stay tuned. We're gonna have some fun in Bob's Wood Shop today. Okay. So next step of the process, we're just gonna make a little dimple on each side so we can turn this thing around. Okay, so we're gonna get this centered up and we're prepping for rounding this off.
Yep, got a little figure to it.
Okay, so what we got here is a big piece of maple. We're gonna start getting this around. So the instructions say do 1 1/16 tenon times a 1/2 inch long. So we're going to do that next. Look at that peeling cut. Oh, baby. So when you're creating a tenon, you want to kind of go back and forth, left and right, so that the tool isn't being pinched. So we have a tenon on the left, a tenon on the right, and we need to do one right there, and then we're going to part this off.
Yep. I gotta leave room for the part. Yep.
Okay, so we're going to drill this 9/32 hole. So for you playing at home, that's 1 fraction more than 1/4 of an inch. Now we're going to remove this and we're going to work on the body. So now we're preparing to drill the first big hole on the bottom of the body. This is a 1 5/8 inch hole. Use a nice sharp Forstner bit for this. And this is 1/2 inch deep. So this is kind of fun. Look at those beautiful ribbons coming out of there. Love those shavings like that. Okay, so now we've got a 1 1/16 bit in there, and we're going to drill halfway up. Then we're going to reverse chuck this, put it in the chuck over here, and then we're going to drill in from the other side. So that bit matches that diameter. So if you look on the internet and look for Peppermill designs, there's going to be like 1 million of them. But what we're going to do, we're just going to go ahead and do this similar to what we have in the drawing that came with the kit.
Ready?
Yep. So Keith is just going to clean this up a little bit before we start doing the shaping. We just want to make sure we're nice and concentric. Here we're using a Benjamin's Best Easy Beater tool. So that's the easy way to make a bead. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's good.
We're doing some precision work here now. So now we're getting into the fun part of making a peppermill after doing all that precision drilling and getting ready for the cuts.
How's that look?
Good. I started working on the head now.
A little more? Yeah. Let me smooth that a little more. I don't like that curve at all. Yeah, like that. That?
Yep. Okay.
Nothing to it.
Is that? Okay. Starting to look like a peppermill.
Just wondering if that's...
Look at that peeling nice.
It's half the fun. I don't know where this stops and that starts.
So now we just have the head chucked up, and we cleaned up this surface here, and we just have to part that off right about there, and we're done the shaping portion.
And in fact, we can remount this. We will need to remount it to clean this up. Now it's just a fender, right?
Now we just assemble, yeah. And unless we were going to finish on the lathe,
Ah.
but you can finish on the lathe or off the lathe. Determine what you want to do. Okay, so the way this works from here, you take this little U-shaped thing and you put that in there. You would do this. You put the grind mechanism like that. Then you would put the
Spring.
take the screw out of the spring. This would fit in like this. Oops. And it would be held on with this hold down mechanism. And from there you would drill a screw here, a little hole here, and put these screws in. All right. And then on this side you take this little plate and you would drill little holes on each side, and then that would activate.
The rod.
It would activate the rod when you're turning it. So the shaft is obviously longer than it needs to be. Right, so what you would do here, you would get a hacksaw. You would measure so this is coming out here. You get a hacksaw so that it comes up to about here. Cut that off and just peen that over with a ball peen hammer or a regular hammer, and then reassemble. So from here on, it's very, very straightforward.
Piece of cake.
Okay. So we did this project in preparation for a demonstration on this coming Monday, and it came out real nice. Hey, thanks for tuning in today. We appreciate you spending a few time with us, and we'll see you on Monday night at the Woodturners Club.